From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the voucher number online, and you could be one of 20 winners of $1,000 and a chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Roar into any Nebraska lottery retailer and buy $2 of Powerball today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with light winds. The high near 72. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. A low around 49. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine and calm winds. But an afternoon high near 80. Meteorologist Kyle Fleck for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Keep summer green with Judson Bylene and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install 'em and forget 'em outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Out here on Nebraska's calm, welcoming waters, fishing is a breeze. It's the sweet spot where solo anglers find quiet before the catch, families reel in memories, and first-timers discover what makes fishing so special. From the Panhandle to the Platte, the best fishing happens here beneath Nebraska skies. Get started at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement, optimize emergence, and cover more acres with less downtime. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your Landmark Implement for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Father's Day is coming soon, and you know what that means. Backyard parties and lots of grilling. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning keep you ready all grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so your grill can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important, though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to givetolincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Yep. We are here. Give to Lincoln Day. Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. It's always good when you walk in somewhere and you see 3 or 4 people that's working here that I know from 20, 30 years ago. So it was just a great day of even walking in here, talking to some of the participants, I like to call them, that's outside. It was just a good time just walking through the day. So today is Give to Lincoln Day. Donate now at givetolincoln.com. Listen, we need 15 people to donate during this first hour. We need 15
first
people.
Segment, hopefully. Come on, 15 first segment.
15 people to donate to the Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Okay, so you want to go to givetolincoln.com. Are they still calling and letting us know that they gave? They're still hitting us up on the text line.
They always can.
Make sure you hit us up on the text line so that we can shout you out and make sure that your name gets written in stone as someone who loves to help people. So we need 15 people to give some money right now so we can keep the drive alive and keep our goals going. Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach mission is to relieve hunger, overcome homelessness, address addiction, and provide outreach and advocacy in Lincoln. We're here all day from 6 a to 6 p at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach, just north of 27th and Holdridge. Feel free to stop by to make a donation or do so online. Again, I'm going to say it one more time, givetolincoln.com. Let us know you donated. We need 15 people to donate right now. If you stop by in person, we have giveaways. We got shirts, we got headbands, we got a little bit of everything. Salt Dog tickets, College World Series tickets, restaurant gift certificates, all that and more. And we'll announce all the winners on Friday. But givetolincoln.com. We need you guys.
Yeah. Good day here at Matt Talbot's Kitchen and Outreach. Just like you said, when we pulled in, Aunt Riley, we know him from college way back in the days, and me and him spoke for a little while, and it was good to see him. Also met a gentleman in the kitchen who runs the kitchen, is also a former University of Nebraska player. So, just meeting these people who's giving back to the community and giving for a cause makes us want to do more. And I'm going to give $20 today. I got a little cash on me, so I need about 15 more people to
do we count, come on in. DP, do we count as towards that 15? So we got 2. We need 13 more.
Yeah, we got
2. We got $20 right now. Me and the black shirt both gonna donate $20.
That's right. Let's get it out. Get it out.
Get it out your pocket.
Play no games.
We ain't gonna play no games.
Now,
we gonna do this. We gonna do this the right way. Yeah. We both gonna pull our $20 out.
Yeah, on live.
All right, we live. We both. So now we need 13 more people.
Jake,
to give,
so nobody gets it back. Okay.
To give to Lincoln Day, we need 13 more people to show their support, show their love, and definitely. I mean, when I was thinking about Lori and all the great things that they do for people out here. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people don't know. That's why it's so good for us to get out here and let the people know that this not only exists, but they can help out. They can help people that need just a little bit of help, need just a little bit of assistance, and then they can go on their separate ways, I think, in life. So this is a great cause and a cause that I think is worthy of 13 more people hitting us up and donating to.
Yeah, they got to do it, man. All the fans out here in Captain Country, out here in Ticket Land, we need your support. We need to lean on you. Just like everybody needs somebody to lean on and give out.
Well, so Terrell, I was thinking about Coach Rule, and I wanted to ask you a question. If you're Coach Rule and you're the head coach of the University of Nebraska, what are you telling your team right now?
Well, you forget about the last 2 years. That's one thing. We're on to year 3. You got to trust the guys in the room. You got to trust the process. You also got to be a part of that process that works hard at what you need to do. That starts from summer workouts. That starts from OTAs. That starts from paying attention in every detail of every aspect of the game. You're here to win. I mean, you don't want to be that team that's known as the 7-5 team. You know, just making the bowl game one year and give up. You don't want to do that. So you gotta strive for higher goals, and that starts with the coaches setting the goals higher, because they're the ones who's coaching these guys. And these guys, I don't know if they would upset being 8-5. I know Matt Rule is seeing something different. I mean, if you can get them to think different of that theory that we can win 10 games every year, and then you just work at it. I mean, you need every guy, like I've been saying, if I gave you 95% last year, I need to give you 100% this year, because that 5% that I didn't give you probably hurt us late in the game.
Do you use Michigan's head coach not coming here as bulletin board material? Do you use that as gas to the fire now, or do you wait until the Michigan game?
I don't think you use it now. You got to worry about Cincinnati. I mean, never forget an opponent that's sitting right in front of you that can beat you any day. That's what college football is. I mean, we seen that all year. We seen that with Michigan and a couple of teams last year. Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois. So don't think that every game is a cakewalk. Take one game at a time and really study the game. I mean, if you understand the way that our coaches taught us, and we was basic. I mean, we went off the percentage of plays they ran, the percentage times they ran, left hash, right hash, down his distance. These players got to know that, instead of just going out there and just try to run to the ball. I mean, it's a lot of technology that they got that we didn't have, but the game still got to be played the same.
I'm glad you said, worry about Cincinnati, with that being the home opener, mutual site allegedly, even though it's in Kansas City. I think that's our home field advantage. But with the game already being sold out, at least on paper, how big is that game, and how much do you have to win by in order to say, okay, this is a different Nebraska team? Can you win by one score and make the people feel any differently than what they've already felt?
Can you win? Can you win by one score?
It's Cincinnati.
It's hard, but you should win by 21. But the reality is that you still have to go play the game. I mean,
sure,
you don't know what happens during summer workouts. You don't know who get hurt. You don't know who's not going to be available for that game. So it's a lot of things that we can wait. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Dylan Riola needs to have a healthy camp. Emmett Johnson definitely needs to have a healthy camp. And it's how much you push those guys during camp. I mean, they need the same amount of work as they're going to play in the game that they need to practice and finish the game. I mean, we've to the point now that John Butler has to get these guys to really close out the fourth quarter. I mean, that's what you want to be in a great defense, is closing out the fourth quarter and taking the victory. I mean, we haven't took a victory in a long time. And when I go out there taking it, I mean, doing everything on offense right, doing everything on special teams right, doing everything on defense right, win all phases of the game. And that's when you take a game from a team. And then that's what you have to go out there and do to Cincinnati. You got to take it from them and make them say, hey, I think Nebraska's for real.
Yeah, as I think about the dog days of summer and I thought about some of the stuff that we used to do, we never did it in the morning.
No, we did it dead in the heat.
We did it in the heat.
And the obstacle course was the hardest for me. You ever been caught on that? That thing when
I
you
was pretty good at the obstacle course.
Amon Green caught me.
Tell him about that. Oh yeah, he did.
Amon Green caught me from probably 150. I had like probably 100-yard lead on him.
And
probably 20 or 30.
Stop it.
I probably had a 20.
It was the length of the field.
Yeah, but I was in front of him for quite a ways, and he came all the way back, and him going up under them hurdles like that probably wasn't my strong point, and he did it like a grown man. So it's certain things you have to do in the summer. You got to come together. See, we did it. See, the thing about us, we did it without coaches. We couldn't have coaches on the field. They can have coaches out here, and plus, the big trigger for them is that I don't know if they get paid to come or what, but you have a reason to come now. That's your job, especially in this day and age of football.
Well, and the reason why I asked you about that earlier is because I think this year, more than any other year, the players got to fall in love with football.
Yeah,
they got to fall in love with Nebraska football now.
Yeah,
they got to say, take aside the NIL for a minute. Let's take it, whatever that quarterback that we got that committed to us said. Take out everything else and make your decision on coming to the University of Nebraska on how do you really want to play football for us? Do you want to win? What's your ideal of walking through out there on the at a game time situation? What do they call that when they walk in?
Tunnel walk.
Yeah, walking in on the tunnel walk. Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself walking off that field as winners? Or do you see yourself being a one-score game and it's going to go down to the wire? I think our mentality has to change. I think if I'm coach, I'm talking about mentality, fellas. There's nobody out there that we can't beat. Our mentality has to be the only people that can beat us is ourselves. And so I've had a couple people, especially now that I'm at home, a lot of people call me to check and see how I'm doing. But they always leave me with, how is Nebraska football going to do? And a lot of times you want to answer that question in a positive light, but the only people that can answer that question is Nebraska.
Yeah.
No.
The players.
The team.
Yeah.
They the only ones that can answer that question. I can answer that they look good. I can answer that offensively I thought we looked good. I can answer that offensive line looked better than they did last year. What I can't answer is the mentality of which those players are going to come out game one. That's what they have to answer for us. Are they going to be a team that goes out and smacks you for 3 quarters and then in the fourth quarter let a team come back? Or vice versa. We have to be a start from first quarter to the last tick in the fourth quarter type team.
Well, and that starts by having an identity. And recently I can say latter years that Nebraska has had this question mark like the Riddler. What are we going to do? We don't know. So you wait till the fourth quarter to know if you're going to win the game or not. They don't know because, we Scott Frost, most what they call it?
I'm not good.
1 point or less.
We ain't bringing
scores.
up Scott Frost.
It starts there, but these kids got to get that mentality where we got to, like you said, started at the beginning. Once you come out that tunnel walk, when you want to walk back in at halftime, you want to look up and that's what I thought. And you keep that same mentality when you come out that tunnel walk again. And then when you walk into it the last time, you know that you did something because everybody's cheering you on.
Players have to take ownership of the locker room, period. They have to say, the coaches can only do so much. And it gets to the point where a player has to say, this is on me. You know what, Terrell? You didn't make it here on time. You need to be here on time, bro. And if you can't, I need to come pick you up. I mean, there's just things that we need to do. In the summer, I'm being honest now. I'm being what? Because I talked about on time.
No, it was okay.
What?
No, you go. Yeah, that was funny.
What are you talking about? I got Eric already on here talking about VJ's on time again.
I didn't say anything.
That's what you were laughing at. Yeah, I'm on time again. I'm gonna work on being on time every day. This Achilles is really helping me. That's all. To understand that, VJ, you are not 25. You are 50. Use your mind to do work now, not your body. You don't have to play football anymore. But defensively, Terrell, I got another question for you. You've got a new look defense. You have new looks across the defensive front. What's the most important thing that defense needs to get done against Cincinnati?
Show defensive line. It starts up front. They got to show dominance. They got to show what they're made of. I mean, we can't if you can't if you go let Cincinnati bully you, then it's going to be a long night. We need to start up front. Cam Newton, not Cam Newton, but Cam Linhart needs to have a breakout year. Noeli, the kid from Missouri, has big potential written all over him. Defensive tackles, they need to establish how dominant they're going to be without Ty Robinson and the other big guy, Polar Bear. But it's going to start up front. I mean, like I said, is what you got up front is that's going to determine how this year starts, because if they don't have an existence up front, then the linebackers will be chasing all year.
Give me your playmaker. Who's your gamer? Who's your game breaker?
Who's my game breaker on the whole defense?
That you say, okay, if you had to put money on one guy, who would that one guy be?
I'm going to put my money on Vincent Shavers. Okay. I mean, I think this kid has a lot of upside on him.
What does that look like though, in terms of stats? What is that? What does Vincent Shavers look like?
Stats are not.
Come on, Terrell. You're in the Hall of Fame because of your stats.
It's hard to say this because he wasn't a full-time starter, so his stats should improve double this year. I mean, if he.
But is that 10? Is that 82 tackles?
I mean, if he's
10 sacks, what does that look like? Because again, we talked about Reimer yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. And it's funny that you would say a linebacker is going to need to be the game breaker, but because I remember Reimer had 82 tackles.
Because when you look at Shavers and the way he play, he has the potential to be that difference maker. I mean, you teach him the defense and blend his talent in with a defense is exactly what Charlie McBride did. And I think that this kid has a lot of, open field tackling, can get to the ball, got good instincts, probably needs to work on his hands a little bit or getting off blocks. But the potential for him is the same as it was for Ernest Hausman with me. But, I think this kid is special. I mean, especially as a true sophomore to go out there and still have these, because he can only get better. Mm-hmm. Being a true sophomore starter is something like Jay Foreman started his redshirt freshman year. So, Jay had a great year that year. So, and he got better as he went on each year. So, I think Shavers is one of the main parts of that defense that on 3rd and 2, if you call that blitz, he can stuff that. He can get in there and probably sack the quarterback or even break up the running play and get the back in the backfield.
I like Javen Wright. I think Javen Wright has to have a breakout season. I think when you see him 6'5", 230, 235, looks like 250, he's an imposing monster. And with his range, with his ability to get to the ball, I like him blitzing as well. I also like him covering tight ends. I think he has to, in order to get to the next level, he can't play mediocre football. He's going to have to play lights out. And when we talk stats, to me, 8 to 10 for a linebacker, I think, especially if you play the whole game, I think 8 to 10 tackles is suffice for any linebacker that's worth his salt. And I would say at least a sack or a PBU or an interception, a big time play out of that guy as well. So I'm looking for Javen Wright to have a huge season this year and maybe put himself in the category of getting drafted. Listen, we are here. Why Give to Lincoln Day matters. When you give to Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach during Give to Lincoln Day, your donation goes even further thanks to matching funds from the Lincoln Community Foundation. Every dollar helps provide hot meals, safe housing, recovery support, and dignity to those who need it most. Visit givetolincoln.com. Search for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach and make your gift today. I don't know where we're at, but when we get back, we'll find out how many more we need to make our 15 goal in the first hour. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show. We'll be right back.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to givetolincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Keep summer green with Judson Bylene and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install 'em and forget 'em outfit, long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important, though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models, from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln. Always honest answers.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: a slight chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with light winds. The high near 72. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Low around 49. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine and calm winds. The national high near 80. Meteorologist complex for 93.7 Ticket and ticketfm.com.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to GiveToLincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
SQ for Oreo.
You said it too late, my friend.
93.7 The Ticket, man. We are live on location.
No, I want to talk about
Give the Lincoln Day first.
Give the Lincoln Day.
Yeah, we got to get that in every single time because we need 9 more people to help us out, right?
I need 9 friends. I mean, 9
I got to
friends.
have 9 friends.
Maybe I should put it in a group
That's
text.
18 friends.
Should I put it in a group text and text 9 friends and say, hey, I need y'all to go give $10 to Matt Talbot Kitchen.
Agent A, makes that what's that? If you got 9 times 3 is 27, right?
9 times 3 is 27.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on my
36
Facebook post.
DP
I'm gonna say I need
makes,
I got 5,000 friends, over 5,000 friends on Facebook. I'm probably 5,600.
well, you should have been did that.
And I
then.
need to
What you
probably
waiting on?
go.
We could have had
ask-
15 in 5 minutes.
But you know,
Hey,
when you make
when
you make a post like that, you probably will get 5 replies. So I want
you'll get more than 5.
We'll see. I'm gonna make that post right now.
Okay, we'll make it that during the deal. Let's get on this Brian Kelly
No,
situation.
I want to go. We're gonna get Brian Kelly later, but
I want. They just flopped me up. I was just waiting on you.
I know, but I why it's on my mind, I want to go ahead and get it out. Last night, the Thunder beat the Timberwolves 124-94, 4 games to 1. The series over. Oklahoma Thunder headed to their first NBA Finals. Indiana and New York Knicks played tonight. 3-1 lead for Indiana, but I was trolling on TikTok and Facebook and X and everything in the morning that does a lot of sports talk, and I came up with this awesome talk that I thought it was good because it showed Wilt Chamberlain, and the reason I wanted Austin up here because what's the difference between not what's the difference, but Wilt had a great argument because it was like, who would win against Michael Jordan versus Wilt Chamberlain? And that's not an easy one. I can tell you that.
Stop it.
Well, it depends on where you let them playing at.
In
Right?
their
They're two
prime.
different players.
In
They're
their
two
prime.
different
Don't
players.
matter.
They're two
It
different
does
players.
not.
What you gonna say? That Jordan's quicker than?
No, you think about it for a
Wilt
second,
Chamberlain
man.
said he ran a 9.5 in the.
Wilt Chamberlain was 7'2".
Yeah, 52-inch vert.
At what point does Michael Jordan stop him down low?
Who wins?
Wilt.
But okay, are they starting on the block or are they starting on the perimeter? Because I'd like to think Mike could get up and
They're playing one-on-one.
Okay,
they
so
can
from the
play anywhere.
perimeter oriented, yeah. I mean, is Wilt going to be able to back MJ down every time? Probably not. I think MJ gets a few steals. I think Mike would hold his own or better on the perimeter.
I mean, he's got to hit 10, 15 straight.
No, nothing that straight. I mean, Mike's going to pick the pocket a handful of times, right? It's not just like he's going to only stop Wilt Chamberlain once. Like, Wilt's going to have his dominant moments. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Wilt can't dribble. I'm saying it's not a slam dunk that tall guy is tall and wins.
Michael Jordan is my favorite player still today. But when I'm looking at it and I gotta go match these two guys up, even though I would like to say Michael Jordan would beat Goliath, it ain't happening. I don't think, and I would love to ask DP that question just because he, the only reason why is because DP's he's seen Wilt play.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's some of the reasons why we have these debates.
What is 31?
13
championships. What? Thank you. That's all I gotta say.
And the reason we have these debates because because we didn't have that pleasure of seeing Wilt play.
But I'm saying, there is no comparison. He's a super athlete.
Yeah,
and when you're that big and can move, I just don't. I love Jordan, but size matters in one-on-one. And 7'2" versus 6'6", 6'9", 6'8". I don't care what you say. You're going to lose that battle every single time. Now, you never know. Michael Jordan may be. But can we get to Brian Kelly?
All right, I got one more. This is another pose. It was 2 poses, VJ. All right. This is 2.
And these crazy poses.
This is 2
Who cares about Walt?
This is 2-on-2 right here. MJ and Pippen versus Kobe and LeBron. Who wins that game?
No, that's interesting. Say that one more time.
Why are we doing teammates versus non-teammates?
Well,
why are we doing teammates versus non-teammates?
It's something that I listened to this debate for 35 minutes. I actually
do these people have nothing better to do with their lives?
No, obviously not.
But they said why and why who would win. I think I'm going with LeBron and Kobe.
You would,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to. I could care less because that'll never happen. So I don't know. I don't know who I would go with. And I mean, I would probably still go MJ and Pippen just because of the chemistry. I think they played together long enough, and I don't think Kobe and LeBron would get along very well. It's not enough balls. Just me. Now, can we talk Brian Kelly?
All right. Brian Kelly, LSU head coach, says the SEC coaches want to play games versus the Big Ten. He said, we want the competition against the Big Ten. Following the last day of the coaches' meeting at the annual SEC spring meeting. Look, the Big Ten right now has a hold on the SEC. They won the last 2 national championships. That's the reality of it.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal: you're gonna get a chance to play us in the championship series. That's when you get a chance to play the Big Ten. There's no reason for people to go out there and murk themselves early in the first 2 games. And if you are going to do it, make it the first game. Make it like Texas. Who's they playing? Texas and
Ohio State.
Yes. If you're going to do it, let's do it the first game. Let's not wait until game 3 or the first game. Okay, I think it would be nice to maybe get a SEC Big Ten team playing somewhere, whether that's Iowa versus LSU. I would love to see that game. They got the same colors, kind of. I'm just saying. But I think I don't think that's a good idea right now, where everybody is jockeying for position to be winners at the end of the season. So right now, I would imagine. Let me just talk Coach Rue for a minute. I would imagine the only thing, the big fella just came into the building. Yes, indeed. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to throw it to break. We got Teddy Prohaska just walked in looking like Andre the Giant. And when we get back, Give to Lincoln Day returns. We'll have Teddy Prohaska with us. We'll talk a little Teddy. We still want you guys. Go to givetolincolnday.com. Let me say it one more time. Matt Talbot provides 2 hot, nutritious meals every day of the year. Lunches from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and dinner from 5:30 to 6:30. In the past, Matt Talbot has provided 92,326 on-site meals, a total of 250,000 meals. Lori, we'll be right back. Captain Show.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to givetolincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with light winds. The high near 72. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Low around 49. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine and calm winds. But afternoon high near 80. The meteorologist complex for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Father's Day is coming soon, and you know what that means. Backyard parties and lots of grilling. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning keep you ready all grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so your grill can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild's Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Summertime is here. It's time to get to Brown's Shoe Fit for their May sandal sale. From now through May 31st, get $15 off all regular price sandals. Whether it's for hiking, or the lake, or just everyday sandals, Brown's has you covered. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May sandal sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what?
I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to givetolincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Terrell, we can't see you. Slide down here. Don't be scared. Hey, listen. I know we two offensive guys, but and he's a little bigger than you, so I would love to run behind him and have him smash you. I guarantee you I set him up for victory. Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine if you was pulling and you had to deal with little bitty Terrell? What? How do you think you deal with him? Teddy Proskis joins the show, ladies and gentlemen, on Give to Lincoln Day, Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. How do you deal with a little guy in space, Teddy?
Just got to break down. Pad under pad. That's all it is. Yeah.
Teddy, how you been, man? I kind of wanted to start, being from Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
You being here a while. Just tell us a little bit about the ride you've been on. I mean, you've been through a lot of stuff, and I'm not saying I don't need you to get into anything. Yeah. I'm saying your personal ride, being hurt and how I'm looking at you now, and I'm like, are you the same dude? Who jumped into your body? Hey, Teddy, is it you? You the same Teddy? We was at the basketball thing 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Are you? Can you still hoop?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't in a while.
Don't do it.
Nah.
You play football.
Yeah.
This is what you get when you think you're a basketball player. You get torn Achilles.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
I stick to the occasional 3-point shot, and then most likely airball it. But if it goes in, I let them know. Hey, I still got it.
So talk a little bit about from when you came to where you are today, and kind of the perseverance you had to go through.
Yeah. Well, when I came in, just kind of felt like smooth sailing. It was definitely an adjustment to get in and be playing the competition that we were playing in the Big Ten. And I was fortunate enough to start my freshman year.
Just stop for a second. You may be one of 3, 4. You ever looked that stat up?
No.
To start as a true freshman? I know Cochran as well, right?
Yeah.
But that was how many years ago?
2021.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Now we are in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
Yeah, no. Got hurt and had to battle back from that, and then felt good going in the second season, and then got hurt again. Both my shoulders, had to get those labrums repaired.
That's 2 surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. But then put together kind of a good season under Rule's first year, and then was feeling really good going into last season during the fall camp. Got hurt again.
Yeah.
But it just kind of the perseverance, it got easier. It was still hard not being able to play football, but dealing with it, coming back and accepting it, got easier as it went on. But one of the biggest things that I found was I had so much time. Once I graduated, I had master's class online, and I'm doing rehab, and the amount of time that I had to give back to the community through Gus Felder, he sets up a lot of community service attempts or opportunities for us. And that's kind of a new avenue that I found this last year, year prior, in this off season, this winter. And I've just kind of gone full into that along with my rehab.
Yeah, when you talk about being in that master's and doing all that, and you have so much time. We was talking earlier. Do you go above what the regime tells you to do? Do you do more, especially given this version of you?
I mean, we have for community service, you mean?
Yeah, community service stuff.
It's Gus sets up stuff, and we have it every day. You have an opportunity to go out, and some guys will take it and run with it. And that's kind of where I found myself this winter was I want to get out as much as possible. You know, we worked with food banks, Center for People, like retirement homes. We were in there playing bingo with old people. It was great. I didn't win.
I was going to ask you that.
But
and if you did win, did you give the money back? Did you stand up and say bingo?
We had some guys that were standing up cheering, but no, I mean, they give us a lot of opportunities to get out and give back, and it's just going out and seeing the impact that you have on people's. You can't match that.
Yeah. How do you feel today going into your last year at Nebraska? This is it, big fella.
Yeah.
You know, no looking back now. How have you put yourself in position to be successful?
I would say biggest thing is I need to prove to the coaches that I can stay healthy. And I understand that, like, you can do all this off the field stuff, but you have to be healthy. You have to be dependable, and they have to depend on you to play. And I feel like this May that we've had off has been a big opportunity for me. Do a lot more drill work, field work, lifting, and just putting myself in a position that once fall camp starts, I can compete. I want to compete for a starting spot. I want to compete to play. I just need to put myself in that position.
Terrell, you got something? Because I'll hog him. He's from Omaha now, so
I
you know. I'll hog him up now.
Teddy, year 3 right here in Rule's team.
Yeah.
How different is this team from the past 2 teams y'all had? How's y'all mindset? What have y'all learned from the last 2 past seasons that you've been under Coach Rule, and what is he installed to make you believe that this is the year?
I mean, I feel like it's just with everything that we do, it's an attack mindset. Competition, you got to attack it. Weight room, attack it. Nutrition, attack it. Academics, attack it. And I feel like this year we've taken a big step all around just with the attack mindset. You know, we won the bowl game last year, made it to that, won it. And I feel like guys were happy, but like not satisfied. Like we felt last year could have been a real good year, put together and go farther. And I feel like this team that we have now has that mindset of, all right, we did the bowl game, we won, but we want more. And we want to go out and prove to not just to the fans, but to like ourselves, like we have a team that can do that. And I know that we do. And I feel like the team believes that from going out of the spring, guys, they're bought in. And I love seeing that.
Now, when you talk about leaders on the offensive lineman, is it just one guy? Is it multiple guys who speak up during practice, or is just one person?
I would say that the O-line, you know, Coach Donnie, he's instilled a sense of like unit. We are a unit on the offensive line, 5 guys playing with one set of eyes. And so we take it upon ourselves to lead. We want this to be like a led by the trenches team. And I think that's our biggest step that we need to take, is going out and being probably more vocal and bringing guys along. Like we show up to lifts together, we eat meals together. Next step, start eating with the tight ends, bring the tight ends with us, bring wideouts, DBs, bring them with us, and just go on that together unit mindset. And I feel like that's a big step that we need to take this offseason.
You know, I was going to ask that question when I went to spring practice, some of the spring practices. What I noticed, if I had to give a position that was, to me, excelled from start, like 2 years ago to now, it was Donnie in the offensive line, you guys.
Yeah.
And the job that he's done of putting and instilling in you guys that you're a unit, you're a machine. There can't be one out of place because it's not going to work. But when you are all a unit and it's a machine, you steamroll people. And so playing as one mind, I think that's huge. But I think you guys, to me, have put the most work in as far as positioning wise. And it starts with you guys. It starts in the trenches. Talk about the grind of the Big Ten.
It's physical. I mean, each week I feel like you're preparing for a fundamentally sound team and physical team, where like you throw on Iowa tape. They don't really do a whole lot like schematics wise, but what they do well. You know, Ohio State, they have flashy guys, but like what they do well to succeed, they do well. And I feel like that's kind of what the steps that we're taking, is that we stick to like what we do well we're going to do that well.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how you have to attack each week. Is it's going to be a fundamental bruising game, and it's going to hurt, but the most physical, most disciplined team's going to win.
Husker at the Husker games, the doctor is what I call him, threw one into a goal from 50.
Yeah.
You've been here since he's a freshman. You know, you've seen the development. Yeah. What's the difference between the doctor from when he came to where he is now?
I would say he's taken a big step in finding his voice, right? Like, it's a lot to put on a freshman their first year. You're the starting quarterback. You're the face of this offense. That's a lot to put on somebody, but I feel like he's handled that real well. Just stepping up into that role of, like, we look to him. Like, if he's always composed. Like, I don't think I've ever seen him like freak out. Like, he's even keel the whole time, but that, like, him speaking to the team, giving messages to the team of like what's expected of the offense. Like, that's a big thing that I've seen him take that next step in. As
an offensive lineman, so I was a tight end at Nebraska. I was just an extension, okay, of an offensive lineman. But I remember when I used to hit people and get a chance to flat. What's the best feeling you get when you hit somebody? Do you put all 316 pounds on top of them? What's your best deal? You like pass blocking? What?
Me personally, I like run blocking. The way that it's coached for us is it's either, like, when we do drills, it's 10 yards around your back, and the idea of moving someone against their will to a spot where they don't want to go, I feel like that's like really resonates with a lot of guys in the offensive line room, and we've really adapted that. Like, there's like last year or 2 years ago, we had a couple guys on the O-line, and we're so instilled in us at that point, like, we're going 10 yards until Donnie says break, or they're on their back or whatever. And we look up, and they started the drill, and they're still going. They didn't hear break, and they went like 50 yards. And we look up, and it's like, Borchers, what are you doing?
Right.
But like, that's the mindset. Like, you don't go until you hear that break, that whistle.
Right.
And that was like a little funny story about that, but that's just kind of the mindset that we have. And that's what I love about it.
How's it been to, and we'll throw it to break after this, but how's it been to see Cam play with Cam Jurgens, right? And then see his success in the NFL?
Awesome. I mean, they've used him as an example a lot this offseason of someone that came in as a tight end, right? And they told him, hey, you're going to be playing center now. The kind of the shock, or like the acceptance that it has to take, and then turn that into what he's doing now, that's great. And seeing him succeed at the level that he's succeeding, it just kind of shows that, like, his attitude that he played with, that I saw in the weight room and the off the field stuff, on the field stuff, like, this guy was about it. And when he comes back and just kind of chopping it up like old times, like, me and Henry Lutowski were out there doing some extra drills, and he came out and was just kind of imparting some wisdom that he learned in the NFL. And it's just weird to think about that guy, I played with him and lifted with him, and he's off doing that now. It's really cool though.
Yeah, he got a pretty big contract to do it too.
Yeah.
Teddy, you got any parting words for Give to Lincoln Day?
I mean, all I could say is just give back little time here and there, donate. It goes a long way. You're impacting people's lives in ways that you don't even know.
Absolutely. Terrell, you got any last questions?
No, I'm okay, sir.
All right, that's good. Listen, 93.7 The Ticket. We're at Give to Lincoln Day. The big fella, Teddy Prohaska. Man, every time I see him, I've been giving him high fives, it seems like, for 7 years. But I'm excited to see you play.
Yeah.
I think this is your year. This is your time to shine. And I'll tell you, play to the whistle. Just like Coach told you, play to the whistle. Don't stop. You get hurt when you stop in the middle of a play. But if you play to the whistle and put them on their backs, 9 times out of 10, they'll be the one getting hurt, because 316 pounds coming on top of them, buddy. I'm telling you, there's no other feeling in the world than pancaking people. I'm telling you that right now. Give to Lincoln Day. We're going to throw it to break. 93.7 The Ticket. It's the captain. We'll be right back.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to GiveToLincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats like Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Call or text us at 402-464-5685 with questions, or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Registration goes through May 30th.
National Electrical Safety Month is held every May to raise awareness about the importance of staying safe around electricity. Visit les.com/safety for safety tips on power lines, tree trimming, storms, and so much more.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it. Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Out here on Nebraska's calm, welcoming waters, fishing is a breeze. It's the sweet spot where solo anglers find quiet before the catch, families reel in memories, and first-timers discover what makes fishing so special. From the Panhandle to the Platte, the best fishing happens here beneath Nebraska skies. Get started at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to GiveToLincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
That's right. Give to Lincoln Day. Matt Talbot, Kitchen and Outreach. Today is Give to Lincoln Day. Donate now at GiveToLincoln.com. Listen, Captain Country listeners, y'all showed up and showed out. But Teddy, we want to ask, we need one more, don't we, Teddy?
We do.
We need one more. One more big one.
Yeah.
One more big one. Let's make it one more for 250 or something like that. Make us go over our goal. It is going crazy down here. We got the big fellas still hanging out with us. Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach mission is to relieve hunger, overcome homelessness, address addiction, and provide outreach and advocacy in Lincoln. We're here all day from 6 a to 6 p. Come see us. I don't know if you see the big fella, but I'm going to see him. Terrell.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to ask you this because you would know better than me. When you are blitzing, okay, on the backside, okay, so it means you're going to be dealing with a tackle, probably, if they don't see you. How would you deal with him? What would be your mode of operation?
I just have to watch film on him and see his steps, see if he have any weaknesses anywhere out there I could take advantage of. It depends, man, a lot. Is he quicker on the inside or outside? I mean, what's my best move for me to do against a guy that size? Because 6'7",
6'10",
6'10",
6'7".
Yeah, I never went
in ninth grade.
I never went against a lineman that big. I mean, probably 6'5", 6'4", 6'6". That's about it. It's hard. I mean, for me, I probably have to start out wide and try to beat him with a spin move. I mean, not a spin move, but a speed. And then if I can set him up, I can hit him with the innie outie, or the outie innie.
Oh, make him think you're going outside.
Yeah, it's a lot of different ways. But a guy like Teddy gets his hand on you, it can be over with.
It's curtains.
That's the thing you got to do is try to keep the hands off you, and stay as low as him.
All right, Teddy, you heard it. Now, Teddy, what's your favorite game? Like, what game, your most memorable game that you've played in? Or you was a part of? How about that?
I really liked not this last season, but 2 seasons ago, Coach Rule's first season, the Purdue game. That was my first start of the season. Sadly, Turner went down, and I stepped up to start, but that was like kind of our first real let's battle back and see where we're at game. And just being there for that environment was always in Memorial's awesome. Cold weather, that's my favorite type of weather to play football in, is when it's cold. So we had the heaters on the sideline, but it was like snowing or something. But that game, or honestly, I didn't play in it, but last year's Colorado game was, I mean, I don't think you get much better than that. I mean, I was out there an hour before warmups, probably. Student section filled, and you come out to warmups, basically filled stadium, and you come out and it is just electric. And that game I'll probably remember for forever.
All right, Terrell.
Go ahead.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, I like that. I mean,
Willie says Teddy is the son of Lumpy.
Yes.
Grew up with his daddy, great guy.
Oh, Lumpy.
Yeah. Now, Teddy, you got brothers, don't you?
I do. I have a younger brother.
How big is he?
He's probably 6'4", 6'5". He plays D end at Northwest Missouri State, and he's loving it down there.
Who's the tallest in the family? You?
Me, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
of course.
I have a older sister. I don't even know how tall she's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my younger
Taller
brother.
than Terrell.
Probably.
5'11" and a half, okay.
All right, 3190 says Lincoln Youth Football appreciates Teddy and the rest of the fellas for coming to our off-season camps.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Sandman.
Yeah.
Teddy got some juice out here. Parker and Duncan, Nash and KG. Latex Mallard from MySpace. You see what you started, Terrell?
What?
Let me ask you. Oh, let's see. Now, this won't make any sense, but I'm going to ask you anyway. I can't even ask you that. No, I'm not asking that. Who would you take? Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, or, and I know who he's going to answer.
Versus.
LeBron James, Kobe Bryant.
James Bryant.
See?
Yeah. It's just I feel like if I grew up watching MJ,
See?
you hear it, you know he's the GOAT. But for as long as I've been alive, there's been one GOAT, and that was LeBron James.
Oh, will you
hot takes?
Will you stop it?
Hey,
oh, whoa.
listen.
Now you're going to have to
There you go,
defend yourself. Teddy,
There you go.
you got to defend yourself, Teddy. Now, but you got to be – tell me why LeBron James the GOAT in your eyes.
I think, like, again, it's what I grew up watching.
No problem.
Yeah, like, if I grew up watching MJ, I'm sure I have a different opinion. But LeBron, I mean, you go back to Heat. That's when I first started like really watching NBA or like even knowing what it was. It was Heat Celtics, and LeBron James was everything.
True that.
D Wade, like that combo right there. Bosh,
still love him to this day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, listen.
no,
I'm not gonna knock that, but I'm just saying when you put LeBron James as the GOAT, right, and you think about players that make great plays in crunch time, do you put him in that that crunch time situation? Does he make the great plays? Like you went out and got a big wig out of Dallas, and you still lost.
I mean, I'm not talking to his play now.
Okay.
You're talking about. He talking about 10 straight finals.
Yeah.
That's the
old
that's
guy.
What LeBron we talk about the 10 straight finals.
Who did 10
LeBron.
straight finals?
LeBron.
10 straight finals. What games?
No, he played in.
Damn.
Oh, stop it. Let's listen. When was the last time LeBron James won the championship?
The bubble league. What is that?
2020.
Okay, yeah.
That's 5 years ago. Before that, when was it? Oh, you said the Miami Heat, right?
No, the Cleveland
Was
Cavaliers.
it Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, he left Miami and went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, and he hadn't won since. Do you think he should have stayed in Cleveland?
Instead of going to
The Lakers.
Lakers?
Yes.
Nah, I'm sure. I don't know the money, but I'm sure they're paying him better than they were in Cleveland.
I know, but you'd think. I mean, it's all max contracts. It's all on a level.
I don't know.
All right.
I feel like they were kind of losing steam anyways.
Who's your favorite offensive lineman in the NFL? Or do you even watch him?
I mean, I think still to this day, my top two, Joe Thomas and Taylor Lewan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now.
Did you say Taylor Lewan?
Yeah. Yeah. I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me why. Hey, don't give me this bussing with the boys.
Hey.
Tell me why because most people that don't know who Taylor Lewan is, they might look at that guy now. He was not that guy now out there on them Tennessee football field. But go ahead. Why Taylor?
Just the way that he played left tackle and like his nastiness that he brought to that game, wasn't afraid. I mean, he's kind of talked about it now as like with like regards to like Will Campbell, like arm length wasn't that long, but you know what? He's going to make up for it with how he plays, his style, his physicality. And I just kind of like when I was in high school watching Joe Thomas, who were like the top left tackles.
Yeah.
Joe Thomas going to be a Hall of Fame. Like you watch those guys, it's crazy. And watching the way that they approach the game is something that I like just really gravitated towards.
All right, Teddy, before before you leave, I want to ask you a question now.
Yeah.
Me and you've been friends for a couple of years now, Teddy. It's one question. It's one thing I need from you. I need that college football 26, Teddy, when it comes out.
What?
Do you play, Teddy?
I do. I suck.
You don't play Teddy.
I'm so
Yeah.
bad.
Teddy
I'm
don't
so-
play.
Me too.
We
I
got
played college football probably 10 times, and then I just throw it to the side.
I'll pick it up every once in a while, but we got guys on the team that are deeply, deeply invested with like that game, cut squads. I don't even know what that is, but
Me neither.
They play it, and I just like, you know what? Let's just play for like $20.
Are you a gamer though? Or do you play like the
On
Call
and
of Duty and all that old
on
stuff?
and off?
Yeah.
I haven't for a while, but back in the heyday, COVID, big
Oh,
Call
yeah.
of Duty,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
Call of Duty, Warzone, but not so much.
That's this
anymore.
guy right
Yeah, I'm
here.
a resurgent guy. Every day.
Oh, there we go.
Every day.
He's addicted to
Yeah.
Call of Duty. You
That's
ever
it.
seen?
I
you ever
need 3
seen
hours a day.
Yeah.
Teddy,
Yeah.
you ever seen The Look of Addiction?
No.
Of Call of Duty, it's right there.
Oh yeah.
He plays, and I'm saying he plays every single day, maybe 4 to 5 hours a day.
Not 4 to 5 hours.
How many hours?
Sometimes you get killed quick, so you
Yeah.
might not even
Yeah.
you might not even
Having-
make it.
having a bad day.
Yeah, your team probably is not that good, and you get team wiped. So it's not how long you play, it's how many kills you get. But you can't get team wiped.
Last question, Teddy.
Yeah.
Cincinnati on the horizon
Mm-hmm.
in Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
They say the game is already sold out.
Love that.
What's your thoughts? Going into that game, how have you guys game planned them already? I'm quite sure.
Just excited. I've kind of watched some film. We're still just getting ready for just summer off season and fall camp, but I know that the guys are already chomping at the bits to go get out there and play.
Yeah. Well, word of advice, and we're going to throw it to break. Know your opponent.
Oh yeah.
Always know your opponent, and do go above and beyond the Call of Duty. Teddy, appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
Thank
Appreciate
Yeah,
you coming
thank you,
out.
guys.
Hey, we are down here. Give the Lincoln Day. We got a special guest coming up next here at Give to Lincoln Day. Matt Talbot, Kitchen and Outreach, 93.7 The Ticket. I'm with
the black shirt
and Teddy
Prohaska.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We'll be right back.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to givetolincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at gohogwild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Summertime is here. It's time to get to Brown's Shoe Fit for their May sandal sale. From now through May 31st, get $15 off all regular price sandals. Whether it's for hiking, or the lake, or just everyday sandals, Brown's has you covered. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May sandal sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to GiveToLincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Ticket, the Captain Show, Give to Lincoln Day. Today is Give to Lincoln Day. Listen, everybody in Captain's Country, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate you guys for making us hit our goal and get to 400. Is that what we were trying to get to, right? 400, Austin?
We hit 400.
Shout out to
But we're not done.
We're not
done. So we're still here for 3.5 hours. Give to Lincoln Day will still go for another 9 hours and 36 minutes through the end of the day. Just because we hit 400 doesn't mean we're done.
Let's make
right.
500.
The job's not over.
Let's get to 500.
Job's not over.
Let's go. 500. We're on our way to 500 now. Now, who's going to be the first to get us to 500? Actually, we got 403. So let's keep that number going. Let's see if we can't get to 500 donors today on the Captain Show. I think that might be the best show out of everyone as far as giving moolah. It's our show. All right, Terrell, are you ready to go?
Go where?
What? Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Of course.
Yeah, I'm already here. I don't know, man. It's. I'm trying to think of something to ask you, but I'm just trying to put it together.
What do you mean? Just spit it out.
When we
spit it out.
What'd you say?
Just spit it out.
No, we never finished our conversation with the Big Ten versus the SEC. So we never finished that topic, and I wanted to go back on over it to you. Like that's a big take. You're talking about 2 power conferences that's probably gonna take over the college football playoff whole system the way
They already have.
They want it ran, and some coaches are speaking out about the 4-4-2-2 thing they have, or however 14. Now it's gonna be probably 2-2-2, ain't it, Austin? With how they do it now with the playoffs. Is it 16 teams yet
For
playoffs? Is it 14?
the
this
college
year?
football playoff?
Yeah,
12.
No, still 12.
It's 12. When do it go to 14?
Well, you haven't gotten there yet.
Oh,
We're not going there. We're not.
You haven't gotten there yet.
We're not.
We might, but we haven't yet.
We're not. It's not going to happen. If they go to 14, they're going. I think that they would open it up to more teams if you go to 14. Why would we add just 2 when I think they can add more and make it more exciting? I think it's just me, of course. I want to see something real quick. Let's just humor me for a second. Last year, the college football champion was Ohio State, right? 23, it was Michigan. 22, Georgia. 21, Georgia. 20, Alabama. 19, LSU. 18, Clemson. 17, Alabama. 16, Clemson. 15, Alabama. 14, Ohio State. 13, Florida State. Okay. Actually, let's take out the Florida State because that's BCS. How many of those teams are other than Big 10 or Big 12 teams or SEC teams? 2? Clemson? Hello? Earth to Terrell?
I was
Earth to Terrell. Are you with us or you in La La Land? Why let Nick over here laugh at us because you're in La La?
What are you talking about there, sir? I was.
Wow.
Yeah, my mind.
I know.
No, because
that's my point. You know what?
You talking about the college national championship? Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead, say it again now, sir.
Listen, even Agent Zero's not even on the show, and he's listening. Basically, what I said was that you was talking about the Big 10 and the SEC, being powerhouses and play each other.
Yes, sir.
I was basically telling you that in the last 10 years, besides 2 years, which would have been 18 and 16 in Clemson, your champion came out of the Big 10 or the SEC. That's what I'm telling you. So you can't try to. Why would I put the best 2 teams against each other in the beginning?
It's something they want.
Best 2 conferences.
Not saying that we want to do it.
That's something LSU's coach Brian Kelly wants to do. You can't tell me another coach that would agree to want to play a SEC team out the gates. Who is it? What team wants to come out of the gates and play LSU? Nebraska?
Notre Dame played them last year out the gates.
Again, Notre Dame is not in the Big 10. Notre Dame is independent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference. Okay, I said Big 10, SEC. Okay, Michigan versus give me the worst team in the SEC. Who's the worst team? Not Auburn, but it was another team down there.
ACC?
Yeah, Mississippi State, Ole Miss. Which one? Who you say?
Boston College? Nah.
What?
Is
Boston College in the SEC?
ACC.
Or are they in the ACC? I said, who is the weakest team in the SEC? Help me.
Mississippi State?
I mean, one of those. My point is, look at.
Have any of you ever heard of the college Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt is
who did
better.
make a bowl game last
Yeah.
year, but does anyone take them seriously?
No.
The
Why
answer is
would we?
Vanderbilt.
Why would we? Why would we take Vanderbilt? Serious.
Vandy's on the rise now.
Vanderbilt is not. Why would you say Vanderbilt?
Vandy 8-4 this year.
Vanderbilt's
Can
on the
either
rise
of you
because
name Vanderbilt's
of what?
head coach? Nick asked a great question. Can you name their head coach?
No, I cannot. I refuse to ever name Vanderbilt's head coach. Why? They aren't even in the conversation. Why are we talking Vanderbilt?
Because you asked who the worst team in the SEC was.
No.
I answered your question. Now you're mad at me.
No. My point of saying that is you don't think, when you think Vanderbilt and those Ole Miss, Mississippi State, we're not talking about those teams. So you telling me that a Michigan would want to play Vanderbilt at the beginning of the season? Come on, Agent A. At the beginning of the season, would that be a good game?
I think if it counts as a Power 4 game, they'll take it. I think they'd rather play that than the big money one, right? I mean, you have USC, LSU, a couple of years ago, I think, in the season opener. That was fun. We had Florida State, LSU. That was fun. I mean, the the schools want a lot of these big games, but the coaches, the athletic directors say, no, until we go to a scheduling alliance of some sort, we got to give ourselves the chance to bolster our resume in conference more than out of it.
Okay. I don't think I would want to play. I wouldn't want to play early. I wouldn't want to play SEC team unless we're the top dogs and it's the first game out of the gates. But I wouldn't want to play game 2, game 3. Why? For what? I told you, it's a business now. It's not about it's about who makes it to the last 12 spots. That's what it's all about now. Putting yourself in position to make the last 12 spots.
Do you ever think there will be an undefeated team in this type of playoff situation?
Yes.
Who?
It's going to either come from the Big Ten or SEC. I don't know who. I can't tell you who, but I do think that Texas may do it next year.
Good.
If Texas wins the first game out of the season, I think Texas will run the cards and they'll run the table. Why are you looking at Nick? Nick ain't got nothing to say. Why are you entertaining Nick?
I'm not entertaining
You
Nick.
look like you're entertaining
He
Nick.
was throwing the football that caught my eye.
Focus.
You let Nick see.
You let Nick.
All right, let's move on to the next thing. Fox Sports came out with its Friday Night Lights series of Friday Night Football on Fox Sports. Starting August 29th, we will have Auburn versus Baylor. September 12th, we will have K-State versus Arizona. September 19th, we will have Iowa versus Rutgers. September 26th, we would have TCU versus Arizona State. October 17th will be Minnesota and Nebraska on a Friday night. Nebraska will also play November 28th on a Friday, on a good Friday, what's that called? Black Friday against Iowa. And then we have also November 28th, Arizona at Arizona State. Friday night football. You love it, VJ, or what?
No, not for me. It's not. Friday night football is not the same for me because I feel like Omaha public school systems is down so far that a lot of the young men that I know that go to these schools, it's hard to watch them get beat 50-0 in the first half. It just is. It's hard for me to go and watch my alma mater and I'm trying to cheer them on. I'm on the sideline and it's like 62-0 and going into halftime. I just don't think that that's good football. I think that there needs to be more awareness to public school football, and you need to bring better coaches in. I think they need to pay their coaches a lot better than they've been paying coaches. That's in Lincoln Public Schools as well as Omaha Public Schools, because what you're seeing is if the number of kids, matter of fact, I asked you, Omaha North, right, is the only Omaha public school to have a recruit from Nebraska to go to Nebraska right now. Omaha North. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm saying that's committed and ready to go to Nebraska. That committed, not they're because they've got an offer out there, but because they got a commitment. And by the way, Nick, you asked who the coach was. It's Clark Leah. Just so you know who that is, sir. Just wanted to let you know that the captain knows, a little bit of something, but that's who that is. Arch Manning has proved nothing, and y'all think Texas will win. Listen, 93.7 the ticket. Give the Lincoln Day. We'll be right back.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to GiveToLincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Out here on Nebraska's calm, welcoming waters, fishing is a breeze. It's the sweet spot where solo anglers find quiet before the catch, families reel in memories, and first-timers discover what makes fishing so special. From the Panhandle to the Platte, the best fishing happens here beneath Nebraska skies. Get started at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
National Electrical Safety Month is held every May to raise awareness about the importance of staying safe around electricity. Visit les.com/safety for safety tips on power lines, tree trimming, storms, and so much more.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's coverage for Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to givetolincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Power, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yes. We are still here at Give to Lincoln Day. We got a special guest in the building. Someone who's been a part of this Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach board member. Well, I want to talk about the board first. Before I talk about the John Baylor that a lot of other people may know you about. So talk a little bit about being on the board and how'd you get involved with this?
Well, it's just a great cause. It's a fabulous cause, much needed. A lot of people in this city, a lot of people everywhere deal with food insecurity. And here in this community, it's Matt Talbot Kitchen and a few others, kind-hearted, well-intentioned, highly organized or nonprofits that serve those people, and especially Matt Talbot. It's just something in the last I guess 35 years has really become the go-to place for people who have this need. And the members of the board, which I belonged to probably 12 years ago or so, typically are divided like you would imagine for Sean on any board. Like 20% do 80% of the work and 80% kind of show up.
80-20 rule.
I just want to make sure that everyone realizes I was on the 80%. Okay, so I showed up, said a few things, and was pleased to be involved. But there were others that really carried the water and did a lot of great work, including move it to this great location. We used to be downtown in the pathway of what is now Antelope Valley. So it needed to be moved. And Don Wesley's, Chris Beitler's mayoral staff, led by Dave Landis, led the effort to work with our board and our leadership, Susie Blue at the time, to figure out, okay, what would be an ideal location. And I, was involved in the relocation, and from all signs since then, this has worked beautifully. And so it's just an example, one more example of how our community comes out and serves. The spirit of volunteerism in this community is remarkable.
Yeah. John, where are you from originally?
Lincoln, Nebraska.
You from here?
I am.
Born in what school? You're a Pius X guy?
No.
Oh.
My parents were divorced. And so at age 11, I went to live with my mom. She's from Boston. So if we were doing this show from the East Coast, I would say, I'm from Boston. But since we're doing the show here, I'm from Lincoln. So anyway, it was kind of split between two parents. But so as far as pro sports, I'm all Boston, pro sports. As far as college, of course, I'm a Husker fan. And let me tell you, growing up in the 1980s, that built character.
Oh,
because the Huskers and Boston sports were, until you guys showed up, very similar in that they would flirt with championships.
Right.
So they would hold you all the way until the end, and then they leave you at the altar. Whereas, the Cubs fans, everyone thinks Cubs fans are charming. Cubs fans have been through nothing because they're bad by the middle of May. So there was no emotional attachment. What's the only reason on a Thursday afternoon to go to Wrigley? Just to not because you think they're going to win. I know there's 2016, but beyond that, not because you think they're going to win a championship, because it's just a thing to do. You go to Fenway in late August because you're sweating every game, you're checking the standings every morning, and then boom, Bucky Dent. So that's my challenge. You guys, but now things have changed. You got Husker volleyball, you got you guys in the 90s. So I'm not used to
you're a Red Sox fan.
Huge. Yeah.
Big time.
When I was a kid. I mean, it's a little different when you're an adult. You guys
what do you mean? You're not a baseball fan anymore?
Not like I used to. I mean, I love the sport. I grew up, if there were a sport I should have played, certainly collegiately, it was baseball, but I went to a school called Stanford, and my career lasted 2 hours, and they didn't miss me much because they won 2 championships while I was there. Now, I was behind the microphone constantly reminding the head coach, Mark Marquis, that they needed a different second baseman. But
is that where it started?
That's what I started.
Is that where this started?
It started because
Stanford?
I was planning on playing baseball in college, not knowing things were much less sophisticated back then. And there's so much less awareness. I just thought I could show up and walk on, which, after the fact, I realized is like kind of showing up and play Husker football. I mean, it just doesn't happen. You got to have some sort of, previous relationship. And so it lasted 2 hours, and then I had some extra time, and so I got into sportscasting.
So, okay, give me the quick version of how you got to Nebraska and what year you got to Nebraska.
I was born at Lincoln General. That's how.
Well, we know that, but I'm talking about the University of Nebraska.
Okay, so after college, I worked in banking, and then I decided I wanted to be an actor. You can see how that turned out.
Oh, wow,
so I was
great!
Living in Los Angeles. Great, I'm a failure. I mean, so anyway,
no, you're doing the volleyball thing right now, John.
Appreciate you celebrating my failure. Hey, I'm an actor. You see how that turned out? Oh, great. Anyway, so I was in Los Angeles, and I realized my acting was certainly not consuming all my time. And so I was in a play, and I met a guy who was actually best friends with the Iowa quarterback who should have won the Heisman.
Iowa?
The Iowa quarterback who should have won the Heisman.
Who would that have been?
He
Nick,
was there.
Nick,
Oh,
Agent A.
Chuck
Long.
So Chuck Long was best friends with this guy. We're on a play together. He was trying to chase his acting dream as well. So I hung out with Chuck Long one night. Couldn't remember his name after the evening, apparently. But and this guy said, "Hey, I'm doing local cable TV, and I'm the anchor, and the sports guy just left. Would you like to help out?" And it's the reason it was available is it paid $0. And so I said, sure. And so I was their weekly sports guy, and I loved it. And then a year and a half later, when I thought this acting thing's not going to fulfill me, I really want to try this sportscasting thing before I rejoin the real world. And if I'm going to be a sportscaster, I got to go to a small market. If I'm going to a small market, why don't I go to where I grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska? And so soon thereafter, the rights to calling Husker football changed hands, and KLIN Radio was involved, and they needed an extra sportscaster to take on, the high school stuff. And I would produce the football broadcast. I would do the pregame. I would get involved in the halftime.
Wow.
And so while you guys were playing, I just moved back. I was in my late 20s, and suddenly you guys were pretty good.
Was Cerise Cole there? Was Cerise Cole at KLIN when you was there? You remember that name?
Cerise Cole?
Yeah, maybe
Cerise, yes.
yes. It's my cousin by marriage.
Yeah, no, I know her. She's a 10-11 anchor.
Yeah, she's an Omaha
She's
now.
a dear. I thought you went to Kansas City.
No.
Maybe I have the wrong person.
Well, I know you know. She's from Kansas City.
She's okay.
She's
So
from
I
Kansas
follow her a
City.
little bit. She's a dear.
Yeah.
But she was a 10-11 for a while, and then she went to
She's been all over.
bigger past, greener
Okay,
pastures.
so how'd you get the volleyball gig? How'd that come about?
So in the first year, we take on the production of all Husker sports that were on the radio, except for one. So we were doing football, men's and women's basketball, and baseball year one. And we're in this little building on 44th and O Street. This is 1994, 1993, 1994. And Bill Byrne, the AD at the time, as you guys know, a fabulous athletic director, approached us and said, look, we really like what you're doing. We want you to take on this other sport, volleyball, which at the time was being done on KFOR. And my boss at the time, Jim Rose, the sports director, said, great, but John Baylor's going to do the games. And Bill kind of knew me because I was the sidekick on the statewide story. We were the first statewide sports talk show in the state.
Oh, wow.
And now there's like 5 on, in Lincoln alone. Every state, we were the first statewide. It's called Sports Day Mid-America. And so he came on, very wisely, came on every week. I think it's a great idea for not just coaches, but ADs to come on regularly to interact with the fans. So I knew him a little bit, and so he was fine with it. Then he went to Terry Pettit, the coach at the time. And Terry Pettit was like, John who? And he was not thrilled with the whole thing. And
Terry wasn't thrilled with that deal?
No, not at all.
He's wanted to keep the old school as the old school, didn't he?
Change is tough for Terry Pettit.
He's super tough. I love him.
He's a dear friend
Yeah.
and he's brilliant. Follow Terry Pettit on Facebook. What he writes is moving. It's deep. It makes you think. He's remarkably candid. He's talked recently about some of his health issues I didn't even know about. He's just a wonderful person, and we can all learn a lot from him. And his wisdom is not just in volleyball.
So you telling me you're the reason why Pettit retired?
Boy, was that shocking!
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was shocking.
Yeah, I was tough.
Retired. He was in his early 50s.
I mean, if you're going to retire, don't you think you retire on top?
Sure.
And then pass the baton to Cook.
Yeah, but few do. Few coaches get to call their own shots at the end of their careers.
Why is that?
Well, some of them don't care a whole lot because, when you're Jimbo Fisher and you get a $72 million exit package, they're making so much now in coaching, certainly the for-profit sports, men's basketball, women's basketball, and football, that, once you sign your first contract, you're set for life. And if you get a second contract, now we're talking about multi-generational, wealth for your family and thereafter. So it's a little bit less of an issue. But back then, clearly you were not making that kind of money. And, W's and L's are how you're judged. And so it's a competitive field, and a lot of people aren't able to call their own shots and leave on top. But that's true for sports.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know better than I that the end of an athlete's career is really, really difficult. I remember I talked to Brian Warner, who's a Lincoln Salt Dog, and now he's a Lincoln police officer. He's a fabulous guy. And he told me once, baseball is just a tale of tears. It's a tale of tragedy. I mean, because there's just so few Derek Jeters. For every Derek Jeters, 2,000 guys who you've never heard of, who, even if they get a cup of coffee, it rarely ends the way they want it.
Yeah. So how long you been calling Nebraska volleyball?
31 years. This will be my 32nd.
Give us one of your greatest calls. I know you got it in you. I know you got it. I know you
want
got
me to
it.
Fabricate a
Yes,
call
I want you to
nothing
fabricate
happening in front of me.
Hey, listen, when the great Kim Pavelka,
yes,
he called me. He got in my inbox a couple days ago, and we kind of went back and forth. And I love Ken Pavelka's calls, football calls. I love his football calls.
Bang-a-rang. Oh, football. Hold
I-
everything. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Down Nebraska. I love his football calls.
Corey Schlesinger.
See?
Down the touchdown.
You know, you've been around here
Oh,
31 years, so
they're iconic.
you were here back in the 90s.
Yes. I've aged.
Not much, but I'm saying you were here during that run.
Oh, what you guys did, 60-6 in 5 years, is ineffable. Their words cannot describe. And I should be asking you the questions. I know you deal with this all the time, and I can't get enough of it because it was just such an era to have a box seat to what you guys did. It was just stunning, and we were also spoiled.
Yeah.
I mean, remember what we were debating in those days? Did like Calvin Jones overlift? What were we debating? Like, we're down at halftime against Central Florida and quarterback who went on DP. Who's the
Yes,
quarterback? Went on to play
quarterback.
for the Vikings.
Culpepper.
Culpepper. Dante
We're done
Culpepper.
at halftime, and the fans boo. So what did we debate that whole week? Should the fans boo at halftime? What else were the? I mean, this is the. Oh, how long should you guys be allowed to play? Like, should you be yanked after the first quarter, or should be allowed to stay at least to the
He
middle of the
used to get
second
mad
quarter?
about that because they used to
I
yank
mean,
him in the second.
that's the stuff. We were so spoiled. We were genuinely debating that stuff.
Mhm.
And to witness that, I mean, every Husker fan just thinks back with just goosebumps.
How does volleyball remain consistent in your eyes?
In life, it's about leadership. And we've had consistent leadership now for 49 years. Now, when you think of Bob Devaney, Tom Osborne, Frank Solich, that was 42 years. 42. Let me make sure I got that right. Bob was 11 plus 11, 17,
Plus 25.
42 years. So we had two gentlemen who led the program for 49. And you think in those days, that era for Nebraska football of leadership and coaching continuity. Well, it was 42 years and it was three men. So it's just, and they're very similar and somewhat different in different ways. But one thing they share is just tireless work ethic. And so like an old Tom Osborne practice, right? Every minute was scripted. There was no downtime.
No.
There's no like, what do we do next? It's like, no, you're over. And then all the stations and everyone, it was just amazing to watch that orchestrated. Well, same thing for the Husker volleyball for 49 years. I mean, Kansas has had continuity in volleyball. They just had their first head coach in 25 years. Florida's had continuity. Penn State has had continuity. And when you have great leadership and they don't leave you, you typically have great results. That's a big part of it.
I got to ask this question just because this guy was a really, really good friend of mine, but Sharp. How close were you with Sharp? Like
Greg
Sharp, yeah.
I knew him. I don't want to pretend I was a close friend of his, but I knew him and I interact with him with some frequency because we were professional colleagues.
Right.
And we did not socialize. I don't want to pretend that we were dear friends, but it always struck me that he was so kind and interested and non-judgmental in a profession where people often have agendas that they don't express, or they have thoughts they don't express. Here's Greg, who just genuinely was rooting for you and interested in what was happening next. And you just couldn't find a more kind and caring person. And we all wept at his funeral.
Yeah. Can you give me a call? You got a call in you? Come on, give me a call. Give me something.
Well, have you ever heard me, Berjana?
I have. I didn't know it was you. Yeah, now I do.
All right, if you've heard me, you might know some of my calls. What's my
I don't know. I
Put
don't
it
know.
in the Devaney deck, JB.
Austin.
Give me another one, Austin. Give me another one.
Help me out.
Oh,
Rashad's
God.
never heard. He's like trying to figure out how to spell volleyball.
I know you like the donut. Like something about the donut in there, right?
Yeah, you tip to the donut. The bakery's open. Nice. Set outside the slide to Jackson. Kaboom! More slides in a playground. So, and then at the end, when I see the coach, what do I always ask the coach in the post game? Here's Victoria's head coach, John Cook, in the giddy aftermath of Nebraska's 3-set sweep over Kansas State this evening. Coach, congratulations. Thanks, JB. Your thoughts? your thoughts after this one. I better keep that. I'm going to say, here's Coach Busboom Kelly after the Huskers 4-set victory this evening over Ohio State. Coach, congratulations. Thanks, JB. Your thoughts after this one.
So
where did I learn that? From Terry Pettit.
Did you really?
You don't ask him a question ahead of time that's not open-ended, especially after a loss. So I just kind of came up with your thoughts after this one, so I couldn't.
So the last game.
The last
game, what'd you say?
Which last? The one we most recently played over Penn State?
Yeah, the tough one.
Trail of Tears.
How was that?
Heartbreak City. I mean, that was the de facto national championship game, and we had a 6-point lead late in the fourth, up 2-1, and we had two match point chances. I think I said when they were coming back, I said, "Folks, the Huns are marching on Rome."
Give me some. See,
you gotta have fun.
You have to have fun.
You gotta have fun. You gotta use analogies. You gotta bring it to life. I mean, we're not here preparing the fans to go play.
Right.
I mean, X's and O's help, but I mean, sometimes I'm listening. I'm going, am I supposed to put on knee pads? Am I going out there?
I was going to ask you that, as being a caller and the person that's calling the game, who loves Nebraska volleyball. When they lose games like that, how does it make you feel?
Hurts.
Really?
Yeah, it hurts, but I'm not alone. There's about 2 million others that live in this state.
Do you change your persona?
Not really. I just appreciate. We grieve when we love.
Okay. Thanks, man.
All
John,
right.
I appreciate you.
Thanks,
Terrell,
John.
hey, we got to get out of here.
Terrell's talking my ear off.
Yeah, I know, man. That's how. Sometimes I get going, and Terrell just be like, "Keep going, DJ."
Yeah,
That's kind of how we roll.
Yeah.
93.7 The Ticket. Get down here now. Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach.
Great cause.
Give, and give some more. We'll be right back.
Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day. Donate today to givetolincoln.com and type in Matt Talbot in the search bar. Make an impact today with Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means